It's Thursday, October 16th, 2025, and I'm Dave Sobel. 3 things to know today. CISA orders federal agencies to patch F5 gear after hackers accessed its source code. NIST pushes agencies to take calculated risks with AI under new federal guidance. A new report says SMBs must adopt security-first operations as AI reshapes the threat landscape. And Apple raises its top bug bounty to $5 million, signaling just how valuable vulnerabilities have become. Here's how these shifts redefine security accountability for MSPs and tech leaders. This is the business of tech. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency has issued an emergency directive for federal agencies to update their F5 products after a nation-state hacker gained long-term access to source code and undisclosed vulnerabilities. This incident, discovered in August, poses a significant risk to federal networks, as the threat actor could exploit these vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access and exfiltrate sensitive data. F5 reported the hackers accessed crucial information about their big IP products, which are essential for managing network traffic and providing security features. The agency has mandated that all agencies apply the latest updates by October 22nd and report back on their F5 deployments by October 29th. A National Institute of Standards and Technology official has emphasized that while deploying artificial intelligence involves inherent risks, these risks must be managed to achieve beneficial outcomes. Martin Stanley, an AI and cybersecurity researcher at the Commerce Department, stated that the advantages of artificial intelligence are compelling enough to warrant taking calculated risks. Stanley highlighted the importance of risk management, especially in comparison to sectors like financial services, which have more established policies. He noted that the NIST AI risk management framework aligns closely with Federal Reserve guidelines, focusing on assessing risks, likelihoods, and impacts to create a balanced approach to AI deployment. As federal agencies work under the new guidance from the Office of Management and Budget, they must identify high-impact AI applications that require thorough risk management, ensuring both innovation and safety in technology use. Cork Protection has unveiled its new report titled SMB Cyber Defense 2026, highlighting the urgent need for small and medium-sized businesses to adopt a proactive security-first approach to combat increasingly sophisticated cyber threats. The report, informed by insights from leading industry experts, emphasizes that the misuse of artificial intelligence is reshaping the threat landscape and making traditional managed service provider models obsolete. Ryan Weeks, Chief Information Security Officer at Vimeo, warns that many small businesses remain dangerously complacent about ransomware, believing they are not targets. This mindset, coupled with the escalating financial risks of breaches, which can now extend beyond ransom to include significant operational downtime, underscores the need for businesses to pivot toward a security-centric operational model. The cybersecurity services market is projected to reach $282 billion by 2026, indicating a substantial growth opportunity for IT service providers that prioritize security. Apple has announced a significant increase in its bug bounty program, introducing a maximum payout of $2 million for the most dangerous software exploits. The change, revealed at a Hexacon Offensive Security Conference in Paris, aims to enhance security within Apple's ecosystem, which currently has over 2.35 billion active devices worldwide. The company has previously offered rewards of $200,000 and $1 million, but now, with additional bonuses, the potential total payout for critical vulnerabilities could reach up to $5 million. Apple's Vice President of Security Engineering and Architecture emphasized the importance of incentivizing researchers to address complex security challenges, particularly those associated with mercenary spyware. Since opening the program to the public in 2020, Apple has awarded over $35 million to more than 800 security researchers, highlighting the increasing commitment to safeguarding user privacy and security. So why do we care? So CISA had to tell every federal agency, again, to patch their F5 gear because hackers got into the source code. That's not just bad, that's we can rewrite your traffic rules bad. MSPs, if your clients use F5, Cisco, or Fortinet gear, assume someone's probing it right now. Patch it, document it, show your customers you're on top of this stuff. Now we've got NIST talking about AI risk management. Translation: the government's finally admitting AI is risky, but they're going to do it anyway. There's a takeaway there. If you're helping clients with AI, they're going to need compliance paperwork, not just automation demos. Cork's new SMB security report says small businesses still think they're not targets. That's nonsense. The crooks don't care how big you are. They care if you're easy. That's the sales pitch. Make your customers harder to hit. And Apple, they're now paying up to $5 million for bug fines. That's how hot the vulnerability market is. Companies competing with hackers for talent. So here's the play for MSPs. Tighten your vendor monitoring, add AI risk assessments to your stack, and sell continuous assurance, not security tools. The trust business is where the money's headed. This episode is supported by Mail Protector. Want inbox protection that questions everything before trusting a thing? Mail Protector delivers a patented zero-trust email security platform built just for managed service providers. Their Shield solution learns real communication patterns to build a trust network using behavior-based filtering to stop threats before they reach the inbox. It also provides dynamic context with an in-email heads-up display showing trusted or risky messages in real time. They also include Bracket for effortless, agentless email encryption. Just wrap brackets around the subject to send secure messages and files with no apps and no passwords. And Radar, a 360-degree email security analysis that scores your vulnerabilities and even helps you turn them into sales opportunities. The result? Providers get hands-off threat prevention and security insights, while clients enjoy calm, focused inboxes with encrypted communication and clear risk awareness. To see it in action, schedule a demo at mailprotector.com/MSP Radio. A recent survey by Syncro reveals that nearly 30% of managed service providers, or MSPs, have experienced preventable data loss incidents in Microsoft 365 environments due to inadequate backup solutions. With 60% of MSPs reporting that Microsoft 365 powers more than 80% of their client base, the complexity of managing data protection and security is becoming increasingly challenging. The survey found that 40% of MSPs cite operational complexity and lack of integrated tools as their top management hurdles, while 28% only review security measures after incidents occur. Michael George, CEO of Syncro, emphasizes the need for MSPs to adopt unified platforms to streamline operations and enhance security. The pressure on traditional managed service providers is increasing as customers seek new approaches to avoid cyber attacks. Experts at the Canalys Channel Forum highlight that the foundations of managed services may be eroding due to rising security demands. Robin Odie, practice leader at Omdia, emphasized that as managed services becomes more digitized, confidence in their safety diminishes. He noted that the top remote monitoring and management providers are now incorporating enhanced security features to help mitigate risks, as managed service providers have become a primary target for cyber threats. With the landscape changing, Odie stresses that every customer must be viewed as a cyber services customer, and the co-managed model is emerging as a preferred strategy for meeting security needs. So why do we care? So nearly a third of MSPs have lost Microsoft 365 data they could have prevented. That's rough. And let's be honest, if you're not backing up 365, you're gambling. Microsoft's not your backup provider. You are. The survey says 40% of MSPs blame tool complexity. Sure, but that's an excuse. Clients don't care if your stack's messy. They care if their email disappears. And at the Canalys Forum, Robin Odie basically said the quiet part out loud. Managed services as we know them are cracking under security pressure. Customers don't separate IT from cybersecurity anymore. They expect it all handled. The co-managed model he's talking about, that's not a threat, that's evolution. If you can work with internal IT, share data, and build trust, you win. Here's the move. Bake 365 backup into every plan, stop selling security as an add-on, and design your services for transparency. Because the next breach your client has, they won't blame the hacker, they'll blame you. A new report from the Adecco Group reveals that while workers believe they are saving an average of 2 hours a day due to artificial intelligence, this perception contrasts with the reality faced by many organizations. The study surveyed 37,500 workers across 31 countries and found that confidence in AI usage has surged, with 71% of respondents indicating that nothing holds them back from using AI, a significant increase from 19% in 2024. Despite the optimism surrounding AI, there are notable concerns. 23% of workers fear job loss, while the majority anticipate new job creation and changes to their roles. The CEO of Adecco Group emphasizes the need for organizations to invest in training and ethical frameworks to ensure employees can engage confidently with AI. He states that AI adoption is now a strategic imperative, and collaboration between employers and employees will be crucial for building a resilient workforce. Anthropic has launched its new artificial intelligence model, Claude Haiku 4.5, making it available for free to users of its Claude.ai platform. The model is priced at just $1 per million input tokens and $5 per million output tokens, significantly undercutting its predecessor, Sonnet 4, which is priced at 3 times more while operating faster. The release comes amid intense competition with OpenAI, as Anthropic reported a surge in its revenue, approaching $7 billion annually and targeting up to $26 billion by 2026. According to Anthropic representatives, Haiku 4.5 can handle complex tasks in parallel, allowing enterprises to deploy multiple specialized AI agents effectively. The company emphasized that Haiku 4.5 has undergone extensive safety testing, aiming to address concerns surrounding artificial intelligence regulation and safety. Researchers at Microsoft have made a breakthrough in battery technology, identifying a new material that could significantly reduce the lithium needed in rechargeable batteries. This discovery came from screening over 32 million potential materials and resulted in a promising candidate in just 80 hours, thanks to artificial intelligence. The Pacific Northwest National Laboratory plans to synthesize and test this novel material as part of efforts to improve battery performance and safety. Microsoft's project leader, Nathan Baker, emphasized that the goal was to showcase how AI can accelerate scientific discovery and streamline the search for new materials. The development aligns with ongoing global efforts to create next-generation batteries that utilize more abundant materials and enhance energy storage capacity, reducing reliance on rare and expensive elements. Why do we care? So apparently workers think AI is saving them 2 hours a day. I'd love to see the receipts. Adecco's survey says confidence is way up, but that doesn't mean companies are seeing those hours show up in the bottom line. Believing you're more productive isn't the same as being more productive. The real issue here, training and accountability. If nobody's measuring AI's output quality, it's just digital busywork. Then there's Anthropic, dropping Haiku 4.5, a faster, cheaper model at $1 per million tokens. That's 3 times cheaper than before. The AI price war is real, and it's going to reshape how vendors bake AI into their tools. Cheaper models mean MSPs can experiment more, but it also means you need to pick tools for quality, not just cost. And Microsoft just used AI to find a new battery material in 80 hours. That's really cool, but let's not kid ourselves. Most of us don't have 32 million data points to feed an AI lab. The point is, domain expertise plus AI works. So here's what to do. Start tracking actual AI results, not just user feelings. Build AI literacy with your clients and make measurable impact your selling point. The hype cycle's over. This is where the grown-up AI conversation starts. Thanks for listening. Today is Global Cat Day, which mine think is every day, and it's National Liqueur Day, so cheers to that. Want more from the Business of Tech? Join Business of Tech Plus for ad-free episodes, early interviews, extended cuts, subscriber-only shows, and exclusive member perks and analysis. Sign up at businessof.tech/plus. And follow this show in your podcast app, and if you're on YouTube, hit subscribe and the bell so you never miss a story. Reviews and comments help spread the word too. Interested in advertising? Head to mspradio.com/engage. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next episode.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.